So Abhay Deol, you're just telling me you're broke. Why are you so broke?
Thanks. I think I spent all my money. I shouldn't have spent so much. But yeah, people don't pay me what I should be paid.
Yeah, partying in New York doesn't come cheap.
No, it doesn't come cheap.
So you met a lot of interesting directors and indie filmmakers from the world, because New York is a melting pot.
Yeah,
right?
what I like about New York is like it's like all the hardcore film people are in LA and all the independent guys are in New York, and it's almost that divide. And so it was really great. They're very accessible. They're really nice. And then some of them knew me from my work. Some of them Googled me.
You mean Dave D had gone there and
Dave D, Oi Lucky, Manorma were.
So did you get some offers? Were you in talks with any of these people? Will we see you in like a Spanish film soon, or
I see,
an Argentinian film movie?
I don't know. Let's see. Time will tell.
You're too cagey. What is this? Yeah, like cagey about your choices in your life and all this.
Yeah, because why talk about something until it doesn't happen? You know what I mean?
So what is happening?
So right now what's happening is I've got 3-4 subjects to do in Bombay. But besides that, I'm opening my own production house. Got a whole bunch of scripts.
What is a concrete project that you're doing next?
I have some projects lined up. A lot of stuff I'm producing, some stuff I'm collaborating with producers in America as well.
You're talking about producing. I mean, you are the one who came up with the idea of Dave D.
Yeah, it was my treatment.
So tell me about where do you kind of imagine seeing DEVDAS in this very drug-obsessed, self-destructive, of course, but where did it come from?
I have a vague memory from my childhood looking at this. There was a video of Dilip Kumar's DEVDAS. I don't know if I've made this up in my head, because sometimes we make memories.
Of course, but they are also memories. Who's to say they're not? Well, they're like gathered kind of information.
But they shouldn't be made up, because I think that I actually looked at that and thought I'll play DEVDAS one day. And then I finally solidified it when I saw Bansali's DEVDAS. I was like, oh, hold on, I could contemporize this.
Bansali's DEVDAS, honestly.
Well, it was hard for me to connect to it. I could see that as it was for a different audience, essentially, not for me. But for me, what was interesting was this is a subject that can be contemporized, because looking back into my own life, looking back in the lives of my friends, I saw a pattern of obsession and addiction. And why look outside of DEVDAS when DEVDAS already deals with those subjects? In fact, it makes it better that we contemporize it, because that would be your sales pitch.
And you talk about obsession and addiction. And this is a phase that was in
much
your
younger,
teenage years?
Teenage years, essentially, teenagers.
Why so? It's like just a phase that everyone goes through, or?
I don't know. I was a fool. There was a girl that I really liked, and I was just obsessive about her. And then even after that, it's happened a couple of times. It's a phase I've actually just recently gotten out of.
Really? Are you sure you're out of it? Because once an obsessor, always an obsessor.
You know what? I'm not obsessive anymore. I really am not.
Till the right girl comes along, and then suddenly you'll just be like obsessed.
So now it's the opposite. Now it's like I don't get obsessed, so I tend to not get obsessed. I don't know if that made any sense.
No, that made 0 sense. I'm sorry to say.
I don't know what I said. No, I'm not obsessive, essentially. I'm not obsessive. And if the right girl comes along, I'm more relaxed about it now.
So probably you'll meet the right girl.
More likely that I will meet the right girl.
Because you are single right now.
Yes.
And
I'm always single.
Huh?
I'm always single.
She is always single. I like
You got married recently.
Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
I know I look disappointed, but I mean well.
I'm glad you're disappointed. Anyway, where were you? We've just
we're talking about you. So, what's his name?
No, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
How did you two meet?
Okay, quiet.
Are you obsessive?
Just stop.
Is he obsessive?
Okay.
Does he bring you flowers every day?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about the process of Dave D.
Yeah.
Did that take a lot out of you?
Yeah, I think everything bad, everything negative that I had in my life just kind of came to the surface while making the movie. And I'm not the kind of person.
And then out of you? Or?
Maybe that helped. Maybe it was a bit of a catharsis, because after I finished that film, I was like, no more. I am very conscious of the fact I will not bring my work home, so to speak.
Mr. Kashyap had something very different to tell. He's like, he asked you not to have a bath for so many days.
Yeah.
That is bringing your work home, isn't it?
That's why I said, no, I am going to take a bath.
Oh, you did?
Of course I did. I said, look, I'll wash my face. I'll give you what you want. Don't expect me not to brush my teeth. It was a role where I needed to look wasted. So usually when you're shooting a film, you're conscious of looking good or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, so it doesn't matter if I only step 2 hours or 3 hours.
Doesn't matter if I go out all night.
Doesn't matter if I go out and I come
character.
and look really tired and I'm feeling grumpy and crappy and all that stuff, because it just works for the role. So for this one, yeah, I didn't bother so much.
How come you never got pressurized into building your body? Because you did have some scenes where, you know, you have to take your clothes off, which was, I have to say that a lot of people thought it was refreshing. That here we have someone who's not only unwaxed, which men shouldn't be anyway, but not built up.
Well, this one in particular, I was told to lose weight, and I am not somebody who gains weight easily. So I had a trainer, Aoife Shroff, and she teaches Ashtanga yoga and she does nutrition, blah, blah, blah. So I told her, I said, I need to just lose weight, not gain muscle. What should I do? So she put me on a special diet and these L-carnitine pills or whatever, and she said, just do yoga and run, don't do weights. Just run a lot. And that's what I did. So I actually, what happened as a result was even the little muscle that I had got wasted.